Lucky French, somebody asked me, what's the difference between a floater and a sinker? I mean, I'm talking about feeds. And what are the advantages and the disadvantages?
Okay. Uh, if you make a feed and you pass it through a pellet mill, normally that type of feed are sinking feed. Now, in that pellet mill, you can only increase the temperature on the pelletizing machine to about 160 degrees Fahrenheit. So by doing that, you don't burn the vitamins, you don't burn the other micronutrients. So it's very important not to burn those things. When you run a feed into a extruder, you're literally cooking the feed because the temperature inside the extruder is 400 degrees Fahrenheit. So now what happens, although your feed floats, but you're burning all the vitamins and minerals that's in that raw materials. So what you do after it comes out of the extruder, you use a spray bar to coat it with all the vitamins and minerals that you burn. When you're doing extrusion of feed, that's twice as costly as you using a regular pellet mill. So do the math. You have a better feed coming out from a pellet mill, but what you need to do is you need to learn how to use that feed. You deliver that feed into your fish, since they're not floating, in a manner wherein you spread your feeding at least 6 times in one day. With a floater, all you do is just dump the feed and it floats, and it's really ocular, wherein if you see the feeds consumed, then you tend to think that, hey, they're already full and satiated, but it's not really that way. You have to again feed them until they're fully satiated, or their stomach is fully distended.
In other words, a sinker feed is better than a floater feed.
Cost-wise, it's better than floating feed, but a lot of the guys that produce sinking feeds, they're not using a good binder. That's why when you throw it in the water, at an instant, it disintegrates right away. So it's like, for them, it's wasteful. But if you know how to design a good sinking feed using a good binder, it takes a long time before they disintegrate in the water.
So that's the secret.
That's the secret.
A good binder. Okay, Rocky French, on the difference between a sinker and a floater pellet feed for fish. Thank you.